So when I open Antigravity today, I noticed that the application is divided into multiple parts, right? For example, when you check the official site, they mention about the breaking of the application, right? So for example, you can see Antigravity 2.0 command line interface SDK and this IDE which we used to work with earlier. Right, so as you can see, the desktop app is now separated, and this was done for Agentic coding, right? So for example, this is the new anti-gravity, and it will allow you to use it like you do with the Agentic desktop applications, right? You can add project, create new one, and get the work done. Also, two variants of Gemini 3.5 are added. Both of them are flash, so they are still effective, and considering the limited time version for the fast is also added. Right now, this is the desktop one focused on agentic part. Now the old ID is still here, so basically you have to re-log in again, and then it will show you this dialog box. You can start from fresh basically, or just use it like typical old ID, right? So there are few things I noticed, which is this agent driven development review and customizing from this point as well. So I'm going with the old settings here, agent driven development, and then we will also take a look at some of the options. So secure coder is one, Android, modern web, anti-gravity SDK. Then you can add dev tools, Firebase, science. So I think all of them are good to start with. You can share your data with Google if you want to, but I'm going to skip both of these options. Click next and it should start. It will take a bit of time though, considering this is first run. So I think they expect us to at least enable something. So here you see, I agree to improve, so I have to share the data. So it's like that. If you don't, you have to share something. So data is being shared. Now once you accept all this, the old ID will appear. Now this was the ID that we used to work on, right? Now everything is same, nothing on that front is changed. You will still have access to your two new models, then older models are also there along with the clouds on it. So this one runs very fast, so your quota will be over within 3 hours or so. Same with these, right? So cloud models will run fast. You can continue to use 3.1 Pro in low mode, right? And that should work. Now here you can see this secure coder is a good option to enable if you want to for security. Then there is data cloud. So if you're planning on using this with the Google Cloud, this can be a good option. Now apart from this, rest of the settings look same. I don't see any additional update on that front. You can continue to use your settings and all that. So nothing on this front change. Old preview browser is also there, and as you can see, we can continue to open the folder. Now one thing that will be shown is the ID is upgraded to version 2. So that's the only thing I notice. This is still VS Code based whole project, so nothing on that part change. You can continue to also access those extensions. Google has made some restriction so that you limitedly access their own extension set as well. So this overall looks good to me from coding perspective, but the separation part we have to take a look at. For example, let's say this is the desktop now, right? So this desktop app would expect you to get your projects done one agent at a time, and you can even extend this project to your IDE, so that's also possible. I also noticed that if you're using Google AI Studio, then you can also export that workflow to here, so it would be listed in these, right? You can download that and work from that point onwards. So it's like connecting the pieces basically. As for settings, you can see the desktop version seems to have most of the same settings like we have on older IDE. I think they also divided that by keeping some things consistent. You will also notice the quota, right? So it will refresh after every 4 hour 53 minutes, right? Here you can see credit overages, just in case if you have added any CC or credit card, then you will notice that. Now the most safe models are basically GPT OSS and 3.5 Flash currently, along with this 3.1 Pro Low, and these 2-3 models are there. Then comes the customization part. You can see you can add your own skills. Currently they are adding Android 1 by default. You can also add the MCPs on this along with the your ID part. So it all depends how you wish to manage both of them. Now for the performance part, you can give it some sort of a task, right? So let's say if I want to create a new project, what I can do is I can use this to create a new project, or let's say I can start new conversation within new project and then sort everything out. So let's see, if we start with new project, let's give it a name. First we have to create a folder, right? So we have to also locate that. So here in apps, let's say we create an app that will allow us to run Linux. So we will say, so we'll just make it simple folder, right? So this is app Linux and I open it in here, create, right? So this is first conversation here, so agent needs to see that right here, and I need to pick one of the models. So I will pick 3.5 Flash fast, right? Anything we do will be stored here, right? We will say create an app that runs. So we will say create an app using, let's see, React Native and Expo, right? That runs Debian Mini Linux under 50 MB size, right? So that's what we will use it for, right? So start the app in like command line and allow the usage of on-screen keyboard and settings option, right? That's all. Now I can go deeper with some of such project, or you can even think of any other project. We will see what it can do. So I will take some risk and run. I know this won't be done within a minute or so, it will take a bit of time, right? So I will just show you how fast this is and then let it work in the background for later. I can cover that up as well, right? So here you can see it is currently thinking. So it is basically checking the directory where all of this is going on, and then also thinking whether it should run any other lightweight Linux image, right? And you can see there is Alpine image that boots quickly. So let it go through. It is working on this. Based on what I have noticed, that it can create such small apps that can run any OS. In fact, the new model Gemini 3.5 actually created one OS that is under like $1,000 or so worth of tokens. So I'm sure this one in multiple iteration would get the app also working. So this is how the app works, and you're already aware how to do the same thing within Antigravity IDE. So I'm still not sure how the separation would help, but I think this desktop with agent first focus would help most of the casual users, and those who are not into coding would be able to use this without the complexity of VS Code. So that could be their goal. So that's it. I will cover the further part of whether this was successful or not later.